Oh, hello, welcome back. Happy Sunday if you're watching on this beautiful Sunday. I hope you're having a fabulous weekend in that case. If you're watching any other day, I hope you're having a fabulous day. Today is a rainy day in Sweden, and I thought what better thing to do than to talk about some new things in my wardrobe. As you saw from my last video, I was visiting my biggest enablers, aka my parents, my beloved parents. When I went there, I was thinking, I don't think I want anything specifically for my wardrobe at the moment. But I was also thinking to myself that I need to brace myself because always when I visit them, I end up buying something, and this time I ended up buying quite a bit because, I don't know, there were just so many beautiful things, and here we are. So today, I guess we're gonna do one of those like Forever Wardrobe Diaries videos. I used to do quite a lot of these. I want to bring them back because I enjoy these videos so much. They're my favorite ones to film because I get to just talk through some stuff that's new in my wardrobe, some old things I want to talk through that I've tailored. I also have a Sellpy order right here in a box that I kind of want to play a game of keep or return with you guys, because I have some things that I'm absolutely obsessed with in that order, but I also have some things that I'm like, or specifically one thing I want to say that I'm not obsessed with, but it's one of those items that I really, really want to find the perfect one, and I'm like, these are close to being the perfect one, but I'm not sure if they're close enough. So let's talk that through at the end, but let's start with some of the new items because I'm so excited about these new items. This, basically, we went way up north for a little family gathering. Me and my parents, we packed according to the weather of kind of summer that we thought it would be. When we got there, we're like, we have nothing to wear. It's so friggin' cold. So I went to like the local department store that or not the local, but like Sweden's main department store. It's called Åhléns. Basically, I went into one of the Åhléns stores. I rummaged through the sale and I found this kind of, I don't know, turtleneck type Fair Isle pattern sweater. It's 100% wool because it's now summer, right? This was on 70% off, and I was just like, well, it's a wool sweater. It's costing me like 20 euros and I'm freezing. So of course I need to buy this wool sweater. And also I think it's kind of cute. I was wearing it in my last video, right? The video where I talked through the items that I would so adore to steal from my mother's collection. I haven't stolen any of them if you're asking, but I was wearing this sweater and I kind of thought it looked kind of cute in that video. So I really enjoy this sweater. I will probably put it away for some time now because I really hope I'm not gonna need to wear it now in July and August and like September and stuff in Sweden. But I think it's a beautiful sweater. The brand is Wera. It's just one of the store brands, right? But they make some quite nice clothing. I don't own a lot from them, but it's one of those. I was freezing. I needed a sweater. I found this. I'm like, this is perfect. I will for sure wear this many more times. If you're in Sweden and you're like, where should I go shopping? I mean, if you want a department store, go to Åhléns. They have everything. We have some more stuff from Åhléns later too because they've been running their sales and usually their sales are pretty good. Just wanted to talk through two core items in my wardrobe that I bought recently. This is not the first time I buy an item like this, but these are just the Uniqlo cotton t-shirts. When it comes to like a white or a black t-shirt, I'm just like, you don't need to over-engineer this. Just buy a high quality t-shirt in 100% cotton, wear it for a year or two if you can get that amount of time out of the white t-shirt, right? The black t-shirt I can probably wear for quite a while, but it's just the Uniqlo U, like their standard white t-shirt. I got mine in a medium, and I just bought one black one. Oh my god, I'm sorry about the lighting going crazy when I bring up black things. That's not great. Especially considering that one of the colors I'm obsessed with for summer is black, but oh well. And also the white t-shirt. I think these t-shirts are just great. Like I said, I've bought them before, like my black one that I bought last year in Berlin. It's starting to look a little bit grubby, I'm not gonna lie, because I have been a bad clothing owner and I've been washing it with other stuff than whites. Never wash your whites with other colors than pearly whites, right? Because as soon as you start washing them, even though you've washed the other items so many times, it doesn't matter. The whites will start looking not as pearly white as they used to look, right? So note to self, only wash the white things with other white things if you want to keep this as a white item. But this is just brilliant. It was 200 Swedish crowns, 199 Swedish crowns. So I'm guessing like $20, 15 euros, something like this, right? Why I said don't over-engineer this, it's just because it's just a t-shirt. You will wear it under everything. You will wear it time and time again. You will wash it so many times. Don't buy the designer white t-shirt. To me, that just, or I mean, you're of course free to do whatever you want, but for me personally, buy a high quality but an affordable one, right? And then you wear it for a year. Then the one that starts looking a little bit grubby, you can wear it when you go for your walks or when you go to the gym or whatever. That's what I do. But these are just staples in my wardrobe, and I bought 2 new ones when I passed by a Uniqlo. After that, I think me and my mom, we went to Åhléns again because, like I said, they were running a sale. They were also running a 20% off extra on top of the sale pricing. And when I tell you that I made such a great deal in that Åhléns, I am not over-exaggerating, because I found the most beautiful thing. And basically, me and my mom were obsessed with the brand Busnel at the moment. My mom has been obsessed for a long time. She kind of influenced me to become more obsessed than I was initially. And basically, we walked over to the Busnel section in Åhléns. My mom basically, last time she was there, she bought something, but this time she didn't really find something that she was obsessed with. But I did find, I'm just trying to button it up so that it looks neat and clean and stuff. I've not worn it yet, but I'm just like, the day will come very soon. Initially when I saw it, I'm like, I hope the hems are not polyester, because it was clear that the hems of the garment was not linen, right? But when I looked at the label, I'm like, yes, it's cotton. No, I really hope it fits, kind of a thing. So I rushed over to the fitting room, tried it on. I'm like, it fits me perfectly. I'm obsessed with this dress. It looks super cute, like worn relaxed, just like this. I mean, it's obviously just like a straight up and down dress, right? But I tried it also because I was wearing, I don't know what I was wearing, but I was definitely wearing some sort of pant. Oh, let me just, squeezing this little box with my foot. Basically, I was wearing something with my Hermes belt, and I tried the blue Hermes belt with this blue dress, and I'm just like, this is perfect. If I need to belt this dress, I have the perfect belt for it. And I'm just obsessed with this dress. And do you know what? I was looking at Busnel's website this morning. I was scrolling through, I saw their linen collection. I saw this dress as the like photo for the linen collection, so I clicked on it and I'm like, it's full price on their website. Did someone do something wrong when they put this to 50% off? And then on top of the 50% off, it was an extra 20% off. So this should have cost me 2,795 Swedish crowns. Do you know what it cost me? Like 1,100 Swedish crowns, which is like 100 euros. Something like this, right? And I thought a beautiful Busnel 100% linen with cotton trims dress for $100. Don't mind if I do. So I'm just obsessed with this dress. I love it so much. I need to wear it, but I'm just like saving it for a good occasion at the moment. And I'm like, I never save stuff for a good occasion, but I'm just like, this dress feels special to me. And I just want to do her justice for the first outing that she's having. So I'm just like, I need to find the perfect occasion. But she will probably just end up being worn someday when I work from home next week, because that's usually how I like to break in my things, right? I like to wear them at home first, see how I feel. And if I'm obsessed, then I just wear it every day ever since. And later on, me and my mom also went to another little store that makes beautiful things called Ströms. This is a little kind of Twilly-ish scarf, I guess we can call it. It's just a little skinny scarf and basically the exact dimensions of an Hermes Twilly. I thought the colors were beautiful. It was at 50% off. It was basically 1,000 Swedish crowns. I bought it for 500 Swedish crowns, like 50 euros or something. And it's in 100% silk, and I was just like, I think this is beautiful. Can you imagine having this tied in my hair or something? Or just tied, my mom said, tied on a blue Kelly if I ever ever buy a blue Kelly, so let's see about that. I don't have any blue Kellys lined up for me at the moment, so that is very aspirational, but I could just tie this on any cute bag and it would be a good time. Or like I said, in my hair, or some people do like around my arm as a bracelet or something. I'm excited to have my first little Twilly type of scarf. And I think it's beautiful, so I'm excited about it. Now, me and my parents, we also walked through a little flea market. And when I walk through a flea market, I like to have a little, like, quick browse. I'm not one who stops at every little kind of booth and looks through everything. I'm just like panning over the vibes and seeing, like, first off, the people who sell this stuff. I'm like, do we look like we have the same vibe? If we do, then I look at the stuff, right? That's how I like to manage a flea market going experience, right? I saw a girlie who had a bunch of clothing. I looked at her, I'm like, we look to be approximately the same size. I walked over and looked at all of the clothes and I found these beautiful, like, vintage Levi's jeans. As far as I can see, they look very, very vintage. The model is 885, I think it says, and it's in a size waist 32, leg 32. Normally I'm a size waist 27 or 26 in newer denim, right? But I thought, I've been on the lookout for the perfect pair of just blue oversized denim. And when I try them on, sure, they're a little bit oversized, but they're oversized in a good way, I think. So I'm just obsessed with these jeans and I'm so excited to have them. And I've already worn them quite a bit actually, because I think a pair of jeans like this you can never go wrong with. Like, just an oversized 100% cotton denim. When you've worn them for a little bit, they soften up a little bit and they kind of mold to your body. That's exactly the type of jeans these are. And I'm so obsessed with them. So I'm so happy I found them at a flea market for like 30 euros, basically 300 Swedish crowns. They were just such a steal and I'm so happy to have found them at that flea market. So that was just stunning, fabulous, gorgeous. I have two dresses here that I've had in my collection for forever, but I've never worn them because I've never been comfortable in them. As we discussed in my prior video, I get bloated when I eat. I'm not super confident in my body in general, I would like to say, especially not like my lower tummy region. I'm like always just like, no, I don't want to see it. I don't want to be associated with this. And it's probably something I should work on. But in all honesty, I'm just like, I can work with outfits in a way that I know makes me feel confident in my body, and that's good enough for me at the moment. So, but this dress that I'm wearing currently, before it was skin tight, right? And I don't enjoy skin tight things, but it's a beautiful linen dress. And I was just like, it's a shame that I don't wear this. I went to my tailor. He calls me the best of the best. I call him the best of the best because basically he can fix anything. Anything that doesn't fit, I'm just like, do you think you can fix this? He's always like, for you? Of course. So basically I took this dress and also this dress. This is basically a black and white little number that has also always felt a little bit too small for me, but I think it's a beautiful dress and I think it gives me kind of polo daytime party vibes and I adore it. And I think this with just a chic summer hat, which I don't have, and just a black beautiful Birkin, which I do have, I think would be beautiful. But this it's just stunning gorgeous, but it was also too small. So I took these to my tailor. I was just like, I know this might be Mission Impossible, right? But they're too small and I would love to wear them and I would love them to be a little bit bigger. And he was like, no problem. Just try them on and I'll pin them up. And then a week later, you will have them ready. And I'm just like, oh my God, the best of the best, literally. He made this dress bigger. He made the dress I'm wearing currently bigger as well. And now I'm just obsessed with them because I don't want to have them like skin tight. But now they have a little bit more room and it's exactly what I wanted. And I feel like I have two new dresses now, which I'm just so obsessed with. The shorts that we talked about in some prior videos. These are just my black Max Mara cotton and linen shorts. These were a little bit long in my opinion. My tailor agreed. He was like, yes, they are too long and they flare out too much. So let's just make them a little bit shorter and that issue will go away. And we made them reversibly shorter, right? So you just folded them up, added a little stitch, and now they're perfect. And lastly, with this Max Mara dress that we spoke about recently, I asked you if you thought that I should shorten it. You guys said don't shorten it. My mom said no, you should not shorten it. So then basically the jury just decided for me and now I have a long dress, which I also think is kind of chic, especially now that I have this black little mini dress. Then it kind of would be overkill to have two black black mini dresses, and I think a black long linen dress in summer can be such a chic garment, right? So I'm happy that we didn't shorten it, but what we did was basically we added 2 additional little popper buttons to it, because I was seeing like in that footage when I filmed that dress worn, in case I didn't have perfect posture, the dress was gaping and you could see a little bit of my midriff, which was not like a vibe. So I added 2 additional little popper buttons, and also my mom was like, that popper button that exists, it's a little bit high up, so if you want to have it a little bit lower cut, which would be chicer, then you should add lower popper buttons. So that's also a reason as to why I did this. So I don't have to worry about like the popper like opening, or like if the fabric is gaping a little bit, and now it's just a perfect long linen black dress, and I'm so excited about it. And now just quickly before we move into the Sellpy purchases, I was gifted a little bag organizer from a brand named Fanji, I think it's called. They didn't ask me to do any like video for it, so this is not like a sponsored thing, but it's just one of those. They sent me like an email and they asked if I was interested in a bag organizer, and I was just like, for me? You just want to give me a bag organizer? And they were like, yes, for sure. And then I got it, and I'm super happy with it, to be honest. Let me just show it to you. Because basically, right, I have my black Birkin, my Birkin 30, and it was starting to sag a little bit on the sides. But with the bag organizer, it's actually straightened up a little bit. Sure, it's still sagging because it's like a 25-year-old bag, right? So that won't go away. Like instantly when I put the bag organizer in the bag just straightened up, and I'm just like, this is great. It's basically one of these that's a little bit more rigid, right? It has some sort of like material in it that makes it kind of rigid, and it's also a satin feel, right? It has some little pockets on the side. It has like a little hook for your keys and stuff. They were asking a bunch of questions when they were gonna send it. They were like, what color do you want? Is the Birkin a Retorn or Cellier? Because that will make a difference on how we design the organizer. But I just think like adding this little organizer made the bag stand up better, which is just a win, because these bags are obviously something that you want to hold up for the long run, right? Especially with these like Togo Retorn Birkins. I mean, they will sag with time, but I think just with that organizer, it immediately looked a little bit straighter, which is just a win. So thank you so much for sending me that organizer. I'm not sure if I have like a discount code or something, but if I do, I just still keep a tissue paper in it when I have it stuffed. But if I do have a discount code, I will add that to the description along with a little link to that bag organizer if you're interested in that type of organizer. So just wanted to shout them out quickly. But now let's talk about the Sellpy order. Basically all of these things are not summer things, but some of the things are. But I tried them on quickly yesterday. I haven't looked at them since, so I'm kind of excited to get into this, to be honest. But this is a beautiful, oh my god, 100% cashmere Eric Bompard, just the most oversized and the most beautiful cable knit sweater you have ever seen. This, in my opinion, feels like it's never been worn, because you have that, like it feels unwashed. It has that like new from the store cashmere feeling that's just like, oh my god, this is the softest thing ever. Obviously, you guys know how obsessed I am with Eric Bompard in general, and this is just equally as beautiful as all other Eric Bompard things I own. This is a size small, even though it's literally the biggest sweater I've ever purchased. And I'm so obsessed with it. And I basically added it to my favorites a long time ago. Then I saw the price decreasing. And when it was 880 Swedish crowns, I think, I was just like, no, I'm making a Sellpy order anyway. Let me just add this sweater to it. I'm like, if it's worth having, it's definitely worth 880 Swedish crowns, right? Like 80 euros or whatever. I ordered it. I'm absolutely obsessed. I bought it mainly to be worn with another item that I have in this little box, but I was also thinking just this afternoon when I was having coffee, I was just like, no, I would like to drape this over my shoulders, because this is just the coziest thing of life. Especially when you're sitting here, you're wearing a little linen dress and you're like, oh my god, I could use a cashmere sweater draped over my shoulders. And I know it looks kind of ridiculous, but it's so comfortable and it's so cozy, and I'm just I'm just obsessed with this sweater, and I'm like, this is going nowhere. Even if you were to tell me, Amanda, return it, I would not, because I just think this is the most beautiful sweater ever. Then I basically found a Swedish classic for like 45 Swedish crowns or something like this, like €4, right? I've wanted like a white Ralph Lauren cotton jumper to drape over my shoulders, but then I thought, wait, why not look at Holbrook? Because Holbrook makes some of my favorite cotton sweaters, so maybe they have something. On Sellpy, that's 100% cotton. And sure, they did. So this is just the most beautiful little, it's not cable knit, but it has a nice little pattern to it in my opinion. And since I mainly just wanted it as like an addition to an outfit just to drape over my shoulders, I'm like, no, this is actually perfect. I am so thrilled with this, especially because there have been so many outfits where I'm just like, I would have loved to have a white cotton sweater to drape over my shoulders, and now I do. So that's just stunning, obviously. And now this I'm also so excited about for obvious reasons. Like we already discussed, I'm obsessed with Busnel at the moment. Busnel is just on my mind at all times. And I had a look on Sellpy for Busnel, and I found this gorgeous little, basically a cropped sleeve lady jacket in Bordeaux. Obviously, I'm obsessed with Bordeaux. I'm obsessed with Busnel at the moment. It has the beautiful little B buttons, both on the sleeves and on the little like faux pockets on the front and on the closing of the sweater. It also has that beautiful little Busnel applique on it, which is just such a gorgeous detail. I found this for €50, 550 Swedish crowns. This, basically, if I bought it new, it would cost 10 times that. So I'm just like, no, this is such a steal. I'm so excited to have found it because it feels like it's barely been worn, but I'm just super excited about this. And this was literally the biggest win of life. And this is a big Sellpy haul because we still have 2 items, but Sellpy is just such a fun place to browse because there's so much availability of so many beautiful brands and so many beautiful things. And I have like the longest list of favorites on that website, and I'm just like, you know, you're waiting until the prices drop to a reasonable deal and then you just buy them. If someone doesn't buy it before you, obviously. But these I've also been looking at for a long, long time. These are a pair of Eric Bompard, like little, like at-home trousers. I guess you could call them joggers, but they're cashmere from Eric Bompard, which is kind of like my vibe. And basically, they're in this gorgeous brownish kind of caramel color that I think is just stunning. And I was thinking, together with the Eric Bompard like white sweater, oh my god, is this not the most comfy like at-home combination ever? I personally think so, for winter, that is obviously. I probably will not wear it now for the foreseeable months, but basically I saw these decrease and decrease and decrease in price until they became like 675 Swedish crowns, I think, like 60 something euros. So I was just like, no. These are like 400 euros new from the store. Let me try to order them. Worst case scenario, I can just return them. They feel similarly like they've never been worn. They don't have a single little bobble on them, which is just amazing. They're long, which is great for me with my long legs. The waist is a little bit big on me, but not too big, right? It's just one of those comfortable big waist kind of vibes, which is just what I need for my lounging at home. So these are just perfect, and these are going nowhere. But the last thing that might be going back are these Max Mara linen slacks. Basically, I've been on the hunt for black linen slacks for the longest time, and I spotted these on Sellpy. Someone else bought them, then they returned them, I think, because they came back, right? I ordered them because I was just like, no, I've been looking at these for so long. Let me just try to order them and see how I get on with them, basically. They fit me quite well in the waist. They sit a little bit lower slung than I would want, but basically my main problem is that they're so see-through. I'm not sure, can you see me through these pants? And they are a little bit shorter than I would like them to be. The fact that they're shorter than I would like them to be is easily fixed because basically the person who hemmed them left quite a long like inseam, so that my tailor, the best of the best, he could basically make these longer for me, so that is great. So that I wouldn't worry too much about, but it's basically just that they're see-through and that they're a little bit lower slung than I would want them. But equally I could probably have him take in the waist as well, but then I'm just like, maybe I should just find a better fitting pair of slacks, even though I think these are quite great actually. I think I bought them for like 60 euros, 600 Swedish crowns. So I'm just like, I think you guys will have to be the judge and help me decide on what to do, but for now I'm just like, maybe I'll return them, but equally I'm just like, I've been on the hunt for the perfect pair of black linen slacks for the longest time and I can't find them anywhere. I even went into the Max Mara store and had a look, but they don't have any perfect ones either. And these are unlined, which I think is great, although that makes them a little bit see-through, but I don't want a lined linen slack because I want a linen slack that breathes. And the lining makes it breathe less, right? So that's not really what I'm interested in. But these slacks, I'm just like, ugh. Should I keep or return? This is my question to you. What do you think? Now that you've seen them in the cutaways, keep or return? Please do let me know. Guys, that was it in this huge box. Let me take my microphone back. If I do say so myself, I think with the items that I found, I did a pretty good job at Sellpy, and also like in the shops myself. I'm not really an in the shops shopping person, but with my mom, it was a fun experience. So I have enjoyed my little shopping spree now. I have something more arriving pretty soon. So you will see that shortly, but basically. Other than that, I think we'll have to do a no by July because this is a lot. My wardrobe doesn't have a lot of room in it, so we need to calm down. You're being too loud, Amanda, literally. No, but basically, very happy with my purchases. If you think I should return something, do let me know. I personally am kind of against returning these things because I think there were such great finds, such great deals with such beautiful items, right? So I'm just generally obsessed. But you will have to be the judge. Let me know, keep or return for all of these things. Which thing was your favorite? Like, what item are you like, oh my god, that was such a great find. Well done, Amanda. Do let me know in the comments. Have you done any shopping recently? What have you bought? I would love to know. Thank you so much for spending this time and space with me. I hope the weather is better at your end than it is here in rainy and cold Sweden. But guys, if it's cold, have a little hot chocolate, sit down on your couch, just have a cozy day and don't feel bad about it, because that's what I'm about to do after this. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you back here with my next video, and until then, stay safe, take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.